That moment when you turn the wrong dial up and you realize moments after twisting the dial that you're actually twisting treble instead of volume. Like, yeah, it might just be YouTube. Also, Ryan, I need to show you this. Just because it's kind of making me moist a little bit. At least yesterday when I noticed it, it was making me moist. I don't know if it's doing that now, but I'm just saying. At least we can just blame YouTube for everything and feel good about it. Yeah. I did. Both of those are excellent. They did, though. You can buy Nier Automata on vinyl. Although I think it might have been a limited run. It's also very expensive. Yeah, no, they have a lot on G4F, actually, B-Lug. They have a lot. Like, a lot. Heck, they have Space Hulk Tactics for some fucking reason. Not that that game has good music, but they also have the Fury soundtrack because, you know, Space Hulk on the Amiga. I feel like they make like a Space Hulk like every couple of years, and they've never been like good video games. Like, I played a Space Hulk that came out last year, and it wasn't very good. Yes, it's worth playing, Chozo. Actually, here's a question. Do you like platinum fighters? Like, you know, your Bayonettas? It's like, what if that is, should totally buy that on vinyl. I should totally get the Fury soundtrack, yeah. I can't play Fury, but I should. The problem is, I think that one will actually straight up mute my VOD. I don't know. Even if it does, worth it. They made a Space Hulk FPS mage? Really? I mean, I'm not surprised, but wow. All right. So you can preview the music? Well, they just link directly to the Bandcamps, so yeah. Also, ooh, Fury's cheaper than the other ones I was looking at. God damn it. You know, Endless Legend, Endless Space, and Fury. You're kind of interested in Nier? I mean, if you can get it on sale, try. Resist? Why am I resisting? I mean, I need to get paid first. And I also need to buy new glasses before I can really buy anything. So it's not like I can actually spend a bunch of money on vinyl right now because I need to buy new glasses because it's not obvious on the stream, but the scratch-proof coating is coming off of these ones and it's fucking annoying. I can see it in my peripheral all the time. It's really fucking annoying. But you know, Endless Legend, Endless Space, and Fury are kind of the immediate ones I see on that site that are like, yep, I need that. I need that. I wonder what Paper Beast's soundtrack is like. Because that one, that game had a good look. Never played it though. I also gotta state that the Too Dark soundtrack has a really nice looking vinyl. Don't know if I necessarily want it though. What app do I use? I don't use an app. I just use YouTube. Like, are you asking for the stream? Like, we're literally just listening to video game soundtracks. This is the Deus Ex Mankind Divided soundtrack. Yeah, and it's cheap too. It's 30 euro on that site, which is reasonable for what it is. You have 3 monitors now. Nice. I have new microphone. And I can do dumb shit like this because why the fuck not? All I have to say is enjoy those stupid skulls. Lasers and shit. Hey, if you hate this, Jehozo, you'll really hate this one. I'm just gonna tell you right now, you're really gonna hate this one because I hate it just about as much as you guys probably will. Fuck. It's like just instant regret. This one's also pretty bad. Well, actually, I just sound like I'm talking in a tube. Like I sound like I'm in a tunnel. Like I'm underground and in a tunnel. Nope, bad. What's this? Oh, yeah. This one's like not auto-tune. It's like almost auto-tune, but like kind of not really. I have to be careful because it will quite literally peak my microphone. I shouted it to my microphone yesterday with this one on, and let's just say that it kind of sounded like a buzzsaw. Alright, we're safer. Suno, that's the, well, Suno would be like, I'm scared to stand up. I can, but I have to be careful. I don't know how long this cable is. And then there's that. Well, that one's spring. Yeah, that's the spring reverb. We've also got just no. These ones just sound the same to me. All of these. It's like slightly smaller room. We're down to 2. I got 1 left. And that's the last one. Killer Kids! I should have turned this shit off. There we go. Okay. Now that we're safe, I'm gonna stand up and then we'll get started. I just have to be really careful. That should be good. A little bit more. I'm doing this manually instead of my pre-programmed heights because I don't trust it. Yeah, it's about as high as I can go. Yeah, there's a Suno setting. Well, not quite, but which one was it? I think it was like 8. Yeah, that's the Suno setting. It makes me sound like I'm in a massive room. It's like I'm in the depths. But It's just... This is my favorite one, though, right here. This setting, that... Thanks for keeping that subscription alive. Yeah, it's really silly, but I enjoy it. I enjoy this dumb shit. Is there something on the ground? Like, what? Where actually did that sound come from? I actually have genuinely no fucking idea. Genuinely zero fucking clue. Alright, well, anyway, I should turn this shit off. That's not distracting in the slightest. It's not distracting in the slightest. So you can give chat Wizo chin rubs. I'm sorry that you have to wait so much. So there's a forgotten beast on the floor right there. Right here. So yesterday stream ended suddenly and abruptly and unexpectedly. When I wasn't planning on ending it because I started feeling like shit. I'm kind of blaming anxiety more than anything. Outside of that, I don't really know what the cause was. There's some rotten meat in my mayor's office. I'm sorry that they're so expensive. Although I found plenty of channels where they're like 4 times as expensive, so I don't feel as bad. We got all sorts of rings and stuff up here, apparently. Interesting. Why are mussel shells green? So my craft dwarf shops got borked by somebody who's tantruming. So today, on the docket, we got lots of things we gotta do. Once again, let's just do a real quick fort tour. Because we've been doing the studio tour of all of the effects and settings, so might as well do a proper fort tour. Up here is the base level. We do have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of surface magnetite ore. There is an absurd amount of ore in this map. This map's weird, actually. This is one of the weirder embarks I've done. First reason why it's weird is because there's, like, more iron on the surface than we'll ever need. Right down here, we have our kind of entry and trading area, and then like the beginnings of a reservoir that I never actually finished. And then down here we have our murder tunnel that we're working on. We haven't started invading the goblins yet, so they don't actually know that we're here. I selected a pretty easy start because I was being lazy. But we'll eventually use that. These are work in progress tombs for all of the dwarves that just died. We had a forgotten beast that apparently could just jump like 8 Z levels and also was outputting deadly dust, so half my military just died, which fucking sucks. Down here we have, our tavern and some crafting stuff up in the top, and a museum down in the bottom for all of our artifacts. Down here we have our kitchens and then some more storage stuff, which is slowly filling up. As well as down here, which is very unfinished, are temples. And then over here, a bunch of dwarves that died during a previous Forgotten Beast fight, which is, still there, but, we're just kind of ignoring it right now. The Forgotten Beast fight that just happened right here, and this is where all the poor unfortunate souls' corpses are literally the worst. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of this fortress. Nirander, I am sort of feeling better. I'm not 100%. But here's the weird thing about this fortress. Right below this cavern layer right here is another cavern layer, right? Now, on the surface, that's not all that weird, right? Caverns have caverns. Sometimes they're really close together. But magma? What? On level 38? Also, apparently this map is only like 60 Z levels deep, which means that's actually like a pretty deep magma layer. So this fort just got weird. Any fun neighbors? Nah. Technically yes, but there's a mountain in between us. So we don't actually have contact with them. They don't know that we're here on the faction menu, but check this out. Goblins are... Number one, that is one of the weirdest dwarven civilizations I've ever seen, because they're all clumped up like that. They're also all in a haunted biome, and it's all on an aquifer. So it's a really weird dwarven civilization. But right below it, there's this massive army of goblins that is just heavily invading them. And eventually we will, once my drowning trap is ready, we'll join in the fight. Also, if I scroll out a little bit here, you'll notice that this large world that we have is full of some all-out wars, and I've never seen this much activity on the world map. Like, it is full of activity. Over here, there is a whole bunch of humans invading elves. They're just, like, annihilating them. Up here we have goblins invading dwarves. We have goblins invading humans. We have dwarves invading goblins. Like, there's multiple wars going on. Also, there's stuff picking up down here, which looks like goblins invading, yeah. Oh no, elves invading dwarves down there. So there's a massive set of violences going on in this world right now. And we'll join in eventually, but we're kind of in a secluded little area in the middle of these two mountain ranges. Yeah, there's certainly going to be some interesting battle history in this world, because those wars have been going on for a couple of years now. But I don't know. I didn't want to. My last few forts like had a lot of really. Did that pop up on the microphone? What even are you hitting? Oh, I know what it's hitting. I know exactly what it's hitting. I know how to fix that. Yeah. Cables. Look. Hold up. All right. I am fixing problem. All right, that should do it. Looking forward to some live combat training. I mean, they've had it, and they all just died. So that was 3 full squads of 10 dwarves that we just lost, and now there's 5, 4, and 1. They were 3 full squads yesterday. So we basically lost 30 dwarves, which sucks. So we're currently like in the process of cleaning up after that. Currently in the process. But all that really means is we really need to start engraving some slabs for our legendary warriors that died in battle. And then hope, to our damnedest, we don't have any problems with ghosts. Because there's a lot of them that died. Really? I haven't even engraved my... That and after the fight ended, one of my military commanders went insane and murdered my mayor. So that happened. Certain dwarf named Hobo. But we've got all of these unneeded woodworkers, so if any of them are even slightly inclined to work in the military, we can just do that. Blissful after sleeping in a great venue, in a great bedroom. More uneasy after seeing a troglodyte die. On the bright side, they do like their bedrooms. They've got real nice bedrooms. Didn't feel anything after seeing a cave crocodile's dead body. That's good. Wouldn't it be grand to just take my life off and do nothing for the rest of my days? Yes, it would. Really would, dwarf. 89 years old, dreams of mastering a skill. Ooh. Has poor empathy. Ooh. This person freely shares details of his life and generally is quite confident in his abilities when undertaking specific ventures. Guess what, friend? You're joining the military. At least we kept all of our military captains. Cave crocs? Yeah, there's a lot of cave crocs. Like the upper cave, the upper caverns are very active and filled with all kinds of fun critters. They're very active and filled with all kinds of fun critters. Like everything. Seeing dwarves puking. We're finally getting cave adapted. You're a happy dwarf over there. Little carpenter. Bored after being unable to practice a craft. That sucks. You also want to pray to your god, but you're still blissful. She personally finds those that pursue mastery with skills of weapons and fighting. Finds those who pursue mastery with weapons and skills with fighting. What? Wait, what? Oh, she hates them. Okay, so doesn't like combat. Well, guess you're not going to be a good recruit. How about you, Herbinger? Feels lonely after being away from friends. You want to wander. You want abstract thinking. Yeah, you're not going to be great. You also want abstract thinking. We really need a library. That's something that we need to work towards. I think music's a little too intense today. Let's do something a little chiller, shall we? A little bit chiller, less thriller. That would be a good one, but not for right now. Let's roll with... Let's just do this. Can't hate on the classics. You love libraries? I do too. Libraries in Dwarf Fortress are great. The problem is, like, the act of actually writing books is the biggest goddamn pain in the arse. I mean, it is pretty pog. Can't confirm. I also got slabs that we can put in to place. Also, if anybody would like a dwarf, if you're lurking in the channel right now, or if you're active in the channel, doesn't matter if you follow or subscribe or how much piles of copious amounts of money you've given me, feel free to just ask me if you want a dwarf. Yeah, scrolls are pretty easy, but still. It's like, scrolls are pretty easy and then they write one-paged books. It's like, come on, guys. I don't know, I like making a library when I have some books that I've bought. Dwarf you? Can do. You're gonna be Dorothy the third. Do you know what kind of dwarf you'd like? Kvik dwarf. Kvik! Can do. Do you know what kind of dwarf you want, Jehozel? Any preference whatsoever? Whatsoever. Is there a maintenance job? Not really. Miner? You want to be a miner? I mean, like, cleaning and things are a job, but it's not really a profession. It's just something that they do. Jehozel. Over the long term, Jehozel has been under a great deal of stress, but he feels satisfied at work and frightened after being haunted by the dead. Well, that's why you're upset. You were angry after getting into an argument, horrified after seeing Sergaz die, angry after getting into an argument. Okay, so you're a very happy individual. Honey, I dwarfed the chat. I did dwarf the chat. How you doing? Yeah, you're dead, Sergaz. I'm sorry. You died in a big ol' brawl between a whole bunch of people in the tavern, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm sorry. So this is Jehozel, 80 years old, born on the 20th of Obsidian in the year 174. His sideburns are very neatly braided, and his very long mustache is neatly combed. His medium-length beard is neatly combed, and his hair is clean-shaven. His rust-colored eyes are round, and his somewhat tall ears are slightly flattened. His hair is ochre, and his skin is pale pink. His nose is slightly upturned. He is very agile, and likes glaze fine pewter, green zircon, paradise nut wood, hemp paper, and the color rose. He personally is affronted by the whole notion of maintaining decorum and finds so-called dignified people disgusting. He is disgusted by the idea of fairness and will freely cheat anybody, anytime. Treasures leisure time and thinks it is very important in life, and values sacrifice, and is kind of a piece of shit. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday, and he is obsessed with order and structure in his own life. Everything kept in its proper place. He almost never feels discouraged. I think he might be American Psycho. He has confidence in his abilities, and has a strong tendency towards privacy. He only rarely feels a strong cravings or urges, and he is prone to hatreds. I think this dwarf is American Psycho. He also has a lousy intellect and a great sense of empathy. Definitely not American Psycho. But, like, could be American Psycho, I don't know. Perfect broker. I don't know about that. Lousy intellect? Okay, so, Kivek, do you have preference on Dwarf job? Or nah? But what ale is best? No, I think it was actually started by a tantruming sword master running in with a knife out, just started stabbing motherfuckers. I think it's how that actually started. And then I think that you guys were all drowned by the tavern keeper. Fisher dwarf? I do actually have 2 fisher dwarves. She feels satisfied at work, and within the last season she was disgusted upon retching on miasma. Due to the rotten meat in the hallways because I don't have enough pots. And I slaughtered like 80 pigs. She is 83 years old, born on the 1st of Sandstone in the year 171. She is tall, weak, and skinny, and she has a very narrow chin. Her hair is slightly wrinkled, and her hair is ochre with a touch of gray. She is slow to tire and quick to heal, but weak at I have the hiccups, and is remarkably flimsy. Personally values cunning and doesn't respect a society that has settled into harmony without debate and strife. Dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. She is a private to the point of paranoia, unwilling to reveal even basic information about herself. She always is tense and jittery, and she has little time for forgiveness, and will generally seek retribution. She does not easily fall in love, and rarely develops positive sentiments. She finds obligations confining, though she is conflicted by this for more than one reason. Do I have any do I have many engineers? Do I even have any engineers? I think my engineer died. I got a few people with the engineer job, but no, like, professional engineers, no. Grungeon Vids, what's up? Hello, hello. Hi thee indeed. I feel kind of bad. I'm just like shooting down Dr. Beefcake every single time he's like, do you have this thing? It's like, no. Because like I do have NGs, but I don't have anybody who's like good enough at it to call it their main job, if that makes sense. You miss your human in one of the old forts? You mean your human beast slayer? I mean, I could give you a human maceman. Named Dwarf Dent Knight. Dwarf Dent Knight. Rhinestone. Sorry, that's just a really good name. He was... Within the last season, he was interested after watching a performance. We must be ready to sacrifice when the time comes. Very generic, knightly sounding statement. He is quick to heal, 46 years old, born on the 1st of Granite in the year 208. Rhinestone, Defrane, likes allanite bronze, lapis lazuli, goblin cap wood, and barrels, blue peafowls for their enormous tails, and the words of the paper of serenity, and the sulken musics, and the sight of the pregnant lyrics. Gross. When possible, he prefers to consume warthog, cabbages, sunshine, and raspberries. Hold on. Is sunshine like daytime moonshine? What? He has a great musical sense, a good creativity, and an ability to read emotions fairly well, and a sum of patience and willpower. Personally finds sacrifice to be one of the highest ideals, and respects the development of a skill. Values tradition, and sees competition as reasonably important, and doesn't care about nature one way or another. Dreams of ruling the motherfucking world. He is strong, and he feels the need to pay back any favor done for him. He is polite and observes appropriate rules of decorum, and when possible, observes the appropriate rules of decorum when possible. And he rarely looks on others with lust, and he can handle stress. He has a little interest in joking around and a focus for material goods, and he likes to brawl. Overall, Dwarf is somewhat focused with satisfied needs. I can't read emotions at all. Can't read emotions at all, but like, you know, I do really like the name though. Harvey, like Dufresne Dent Knight. Dent Knight. That's a really good last name. Dent Knight. Dufresne Rhinestone Dent Knight. Oh, hey. You have a daughter and a wife who you abandoned to go hunt monsters in the great depths of a dwarven fortress. I wonder if you even know that your daughter exists. And you have a deity who is Usso, the Leopard of Fog, is a deity of the praised Confederacy. Also, Usso most often takes the form of a male human and is associated with plants. You worship the god of weed. It's very fitting. As long as it's not associated with trees. It's from a thing that will only grow in positive biomes. Oh, really? Well, I mean, there is a good biome right there. So we made your D&D character? Or the game generated your D&D character? It's a little ironic. I really want to like turn on the Sun O effect on this mixer and then just like sneeze into it. Maybe I'll have to do that on my own time. All right, I'm still recruiting dwarves from the military. Dr. Beefcake, I can give you a dwarf. I just don't have any mechanics or like repair dwarves. We do have a lot of doctors who literally repair dwarves. So like I do have like certain jobs I could totally give you. You know, we've got like dwarves that are just smelting ore and working on those kinds of things, but you'll take it? All right, let's give you a doctor. Bone doctor. Named English Revoltivlock. Doc, beef, cake. Also, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it fits your name. You are a doctor after all. All right. So you just have some passing acquaintances. Your deity is Id Coppermine, the deity, the Hall of Insight. Most often takes the form of a male dwarf and is associated with volcanoes and mountains. You're in good health. It's great when we all get the chance to be married together. Within the last season, he was interested after remembering a fine, tastefully arranged table. I've never seen a tastefully arranged table before. Like, do you like tables in certain patterns? Only Grungeon will do. Fair enough, Grungeon. You were looking for a Dwarf Fortress streamer. You're not familiar with Dwarf Fortress, only the basic YouTube stories and explanations. Gotcha. You're kind of a newbie, and we'll have a lot of questions. Okay, that's fine. Just like, I don't know, don't ask the same question repeatedly. And if I can't answer it, chat probably can. But I will say that's the first thing I always say when people are like, I'm new to Dwarf Fortress, and that's, your best friend in the goddamn planet, okay, is this thing called the Dwarf Fortress Wiki. Like, I can help, but the wiki can probably help more. But thanks for the follow as well. IKEA table was arranged in a tasteful manner, apparently. He is 54 years old, born on the 23rd of Felsai in the year 200. Also, if you're new to Dwarf Fortress, well, what brings you to Dwarf Fortress? How did you find the game? His hair is very dense. He has a very long sideburns, and they are braided. Pretty young dwarf. He's quick to heal and rarely slick, but flimsy and clumsy. He likes horn, silver, zinc, and fine agate, and enchinada leather, and the color goldenrod. Shields and giant barn, not born. The barn owls to mate him. The barn owls, giant barn owls, for their coloration and the sound of the carmine rhythm and the sight of the cyclopean sheets. And when possible, he prefers to consume cave lobster and bumblebee mead and purple amaranth flower, and absolutely hates brown recluse spiders. He personally finds introspection to be a waste of time and dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. He is a pessimist and very curious, and sometimes to his detriment. He is bashful and quick to form negative views about things. He takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful. He is trusting and he prefers to present himself modestly. A lot of dwarves have braided sideburns. There's a lot of mussel shells, or just mussels up here. Rotten raw mussel. Look at all these mussels we got. There's so many mussels, holy shit. So many mussel shells, holy shit. All right, you know what, hold on. Shell crafts. I'm just gonna say 0. Just make shell crafts until I run out of shells. Because what the fuck else am I gonna do with shells? Boom. All right, well. Holy crap. Dudes. Look at all those fucking mussels. I just... Wait, do I even have a fishery workshop? No, I do. I do. Okay, I'm gonna make a second one. You know, in Blade Runner 2049 when he's like, cells! Constantly? That's what it reminds me of whenever I say shells. I don't know why. It's the first thing that comes to mind. Shells. What do you think of when I say this word? Shells. Have you killed anybody recently? Shells. It's a fuck ton of mussels, man. I haven't looked at the surface in a while, so I blame myself, really. Oh, there's a ghost. Or a ghost appeared for a second. Oh, I saw it again. There it is. There's a ghost! Oh, it's my mayor. Well, not my mayor anymore, obviously. Let's see if, let's check in on the actual production of those. All right, well, looks like they're getting worked on. The Hall of Martyrs, that is indeed the Hall of the Fallen, yes. A lot of the bodies have just been done away with. We just crush the bodies and then build slabs. I need to reprogram the heights of my desk. Yeah, I need to reprogram the heights of my desk for this new microphone setup. We'll get there. I'll figure out a way to make it all work. For those of you who don't know, this microphone is brand new. Bought it like less than a week ago, and I also have this fancy collection of knobs and tweakable thingies, which, you know, was expensive, but also, you know, lets me control my audio a lot better. And eventually, hopefully in the near rather than further future, we'll have a alternate camera where I can stream vinyl records during the intros and outros of my streams. Probably won't do it during the actual stream itself. I might. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go full Sequoia with it. Uh-oh. I've got a hammer dwarf that's stuck. Locum, are you... Are you actually a member of my dwarf fortress? Well, here's the thing, right? I think that might just crush him if I open it. Crap. Well, I gotta let that dwarf in. There's a dwarf stuck outside. We gotta let that dwarf in. He abandoned his wife and son and all of his titles and discovered a dark secret. Uh-oh. Just going back up. So he faked his death and started dressing like an elf, cropped his ears to look even more elven, and adopted their culture. So he's a heathen and should be put to death. Good to know, Rhinestone. Your interest in DIY is to say that it has great potential in storytelling. It's the only huge amounts it has great potential in storytelling. The only huge amounts of information and know-how is holding it back. Play yourself. You're a RimWorld player yourself, and you will try to get the info from the wiki page, but sometimes you just want to know where to look because of basic understanding. What do you have to? Yeah, no, I understand. I have a YouTube channel which is just full of all my VODs if you want to like see forts from the beginning and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've played like 3,000 hours of RimWorld myself. The games are actually completely different, but also weirdly similar in a lot of ways. So more different than similar though, for sure. I'm mad at one of my favorite breweries right now. They're posting pictures on Twitter of delicious looking tacos, and I really want those tacos. I really want those tacos. Yeah, but yeah, no, I've got the whole like world generation and embark process for this fortress up there already. So autumn has arrived on the calendar. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lock everybody into the burrow, and we're gonna open this gate. Hopefully, it doesn't just crush this dwarf. That would be a little awkward, wouldn't it? And I'm gonna turn off. Oh, our orders were already disabled. So let's just hope it doesn't squish this dwarf, because that would suck. It's certainly possible that it might. Although I think it's gonna go the other way, because I've got the, yeah, okay, sweet. Get into the fort. There you go. Perfect. Now I can pull that lever again. Who was put to death? Oh, well. Fitting. Also, I'm sorry for your loss, Ryan. All right, so now that that's closed, turn off the burrow, turn job cancellations back on. Just like magic, the frame rate fixes itself a bit. Yeah, they're gonna be mad about a lot of objects that they can't reach. There's gonna be a lot of job cancellations for a moment until they finish figuring out what they can and cannot reach. I got cabinets that need to be placed over here. We should do that. Sweet, I actually got a whole bunch of cabinets. Hey, how badly, if at all, is my keyboard popping into the audio? Like, can you hear me typing right now? Because like I can't tell on my own monitor about whether or not you guys can hear my keyboard. If you can, it's like it's fine, because you could on my old microphone, so that's like no loss. But I'm curious. Like, I'm curious if you can hear me when I'm not talking, like right now. It's not very loud? Okay, cool. I mean, it's not a very loud keyboard in the first place. It's brown switches, so. Also, it's like storming outside. It's like torrential downpour. But not problematic at all. That's good. I mean, I'm fine with the keyboard being hearable. Perfect. Sounds like we are good then. There goes more furniture. And me mayor is still haunting. It's very fitting that the mayor is haunting, though, and the reason it's fitting is because do I not have a lot of stoneworkers? What the fuck are my craft dwarves up to? It's fine, I guess. I can? Which button? There's a lot of buttons on this thing. I haven't figured out what they all do yet. So if I can, please do tell. I'd be curious to know. Just sending a bunch of my dwarves onto stone crafting so I can get these gravestones done quicker. Also depends on if I'm plugged into the right input. Yeah, I don't know. Let you Google search? Also, hi, Peter. Sorry that you missed me yesterday. Trust me, I had this thing's manual out and was like going through things and like looking at stuff and trying to figure shit out. I've got a ways to go. It always makes your voice sound awful. Yeah. I don't know. I think like there's just kind of just this exception that you need to make when working in this form of broadcasting, and that's if you're working in this sort of broadcasting, you're gonna have some background noise. You know, I'm happy that this dwarf is content. The reason I'm happy that this dwarf is content is because they've lost the ability to stand. Their back is completely gone. But dwarf is happy. The mind thinks best when the world is at rest. Become a fucking scholar, have you? But you want abstract thinking. All right, so I've got a lot of dwarves that want abstract thinking. I need to figure out where to put a library. I guess I could put it down here, but I don't really want to. You know, we could also put it like a little bit further down. Where the heck is my stairwell? Oh, there it is. Could totally put it down here. Even though I have no books to put in it, we can make parchment and maybe we'll get something, I don't know. Must be the AFL button. Is there a hey guys help I'm fucking lost button? Right after the favorite fader level. Yeah, I have no idea what button you're talking about. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I can mute certain channels for myself, but that's it. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do it. It's below the effect style. I mean, wait, is that it? Huh. Yeah, no, that's not like that's just muting my microphone on my end. I don't think it's muting it for you guys, but it's certainly muting it for me. So now I can just hear the music. I don't know. No, like I see the button that's listed AFL, but I'm not entirely certain what it's doing. Wait, maybe that's it? I think that just turns off all of the filters and stuff, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not gonna mess with it. It's working right now. We'll just let it sit. I'll fuck with it off stream. Like I said, it's working right now. I'll just putz with it off stream. How about that? Because that's the least intrusive option. Is fix it later. I know I sounded different for a second, because I know what button I hit. But like I said, we'll worry about it off stream. Everything is fine currently. I don't want to break things. Not that I will, but I'd rather not have the option to break things. Because breaking things is bad. Also, hi, Sima. Your dwarf's a little nuts. But you still make masterwork weapons occasionally, so I'm keeping you. Yep, no, exactly. That's why I'm like, audio sounds fine, so we'll just let it sit. So these are gonna be like bedrooms for people staying in the library. More guest rooms. Maybe some offices. Like from my testing, it seems to be crisp sounding. Although there was one time yesterday during testing on my bot's account where the audio got all stuttery. I haven't had that problem again, but restarting the unit seemed to fix it, so. Hopefully that's not a thing that happens again. But I've got 90 days to mess about with this thing and decide whether or not I hate it. And if I decide I hate it, I can get a full refund, so. Different is a nice way of putting it, so I sounded terrible for a second is what you're saying. Besides, not like I know how any of this shit actually works. You can't seem to catch him here. Forgotten Reaper is a mysterious soul. He pops in, gifts a whole bunch of subs, and then goes into permalurk for like a month. But congratulations on getting that subscription. Needs empty food storage item. We've got lots of drinks though, don't we? Yeah, we're good. Let's just turn that off for a bit. This isn't Terraria music, this is FTL music. This is FTL. Kubok is throwing a tantrum. Probably got something to do with the ghostly mayor named IDZ right next to you. By the way, you're still in the fortress. You're dead, IDZ. You got murdered by one of my military dwarves. And now you're a ghost that's haunting my tavern. And will continue to be a ghost that's haunting my tavern until we can make you a slab. So I'm trying to make you a slab. We're in the process of attempting to make you a slab. It's proving difficult. I also need to unforbid those two, probably? Yeah. That's a promotion? What, dead and become ghost? That's what you call a heel turn in some industries. I'm not burying them. Their corpses are still out in the caverns, most of them. Or crushed. So, yes, I have to make slabs. Because I don't have the bodies. From mayor to dead? Okay. Let's get a little bit of, Yeah, but see, you're just a dick, Jehozel. That's... doesn't make it a, uh-oh. All my shops are getting toppled. Jeweler's shop. I really need to move my crafting out of the tavern so that drunk idiots don't topple all my shops. What else did you topple? It was a mason shop? Tanners. Craft dwarfs. Jewelers. I mean, he probably did ask for the mayor's life. Because you have to run for mayor. I actually don't know how, like, the election mechanics in Dwarf Fortress work. I kind of have no idea how that shit works. I think like just the dwarf with the best talking skill just gets the position. More or less. Let's give that to our mayor, so they got somewhere to store their shit. Same with here. So my manager has somewhere to store his shit. I'm really hoping that this dwarf will put this stuff away into the cabinet. Is that my mayor? No, that's my mayor. You got no job right now. Can you go put your crap away? Maybe not. Yeah, it seems to be based off of talking skills, which is why elves often get it, because elves have very, 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 very high talking skills. I wonder if the ghostly mayor has been laid to rest yet. Nope, not yet. So here's this one problem with this catacomb that I'm making. It takes forever for them to run around it, because it's actually kind of a really long line. But hopefully one of them will put our poor dwarf, ex-mayor, to rest. Yep. Which is kind of awesome if you think about it, King. Also, from the looks of things, traders have arrived. Which means I can sell all of these goddamn muscle shell crafts that I'm making. Where's crafts? Crafts. There it is. The first thing I saw was human nail earring. That is disgusting. Jesus Christ. Beardless Dane, hi, hello, how are we doing? Also, while we're at it, let's get rid of all this fish. Let's sell them the fish. Whoopsies, I'm just gonna punch my microphone. Let's sell them all this fish. I knew that would happen. Also, ow, that hurt. Hey, dwarves, you like to dine with the fishes? Because we got lots of fish we can sell you. We have enough sound commands, be like. Also, they don't work right now anyway, so. Not the fish. We'll make more. Do you have any idea how much you've, like, fished up already? A lot. In adventure mode, you found a baddie in a temple, and you used DF hack to find him. Really? Huh. Odd. Alright, easy. I mean, I hope so. Because, well, currently we're more of a muscle exporter than just a fish explorer, but... Explorer? Exporter. The bard Nipple is fighting. It's fighting with a planter. Good luck, Nipple. Music must have been bad. Alright, so that's crushed all the little corpses that were right there. We'll pull that again. And we will request our trader at the depot. Yeah, no, I've never been a fish exporter professionally in real life, so I have no idea how good or bad it is for money. But I'm sure it's not bad. Frightened. Is there a ghost spooping you? Doesn't seem to be. I think that dwarf is just nuts. Certainly possible that that dwarf is just nuts. God, I would love to see just like a bunch of dwarves fighting with bard diss tracks. Sorry about the gore. Ah, it's fine. Sometimes you just need to rip some intestines out. I know how it goes. Kivish! I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. There is much to share. Information has been added to civilization and world info. What requests do you have of our merchants? That's a mighty fine question, my friend. Probably cloth and leather. Auto-generated rhymes. Yeah, right? Although I don't think that Dwarf Fortress generates diss tracks. I hate to disappoint. They like generate types of poems and poetic styles, but I wish I could ask them specifically to bring books. How about they bring some instruments? Hopefully we can buy some books and we can get a library up and running properly instead of just like carving out an area for it, which is currently all that we're doing. Yeah, sure. That'll be fine. All right, we have finalized the import agreement. Feel free to look over the documents. Let's see what they want, though. What are they interested in purchasing? Prepared meals, leather water skins, rock crowns, ammunition, meat, anvils, splints, figurines, bracelets, and tools. Kavish, hops. I look forward to meeting next year. Our fortunes rise and fall together, unless your head gets torn off by a ghost of your dead mayor. My broker is currently storing item in stockpile. Here, have all of the fish. I kind of wish I could say have all of the cheese instead of have all of the fish, but. For sushi export, right? Although I can't think of any like sushi related dishes that are made with mussels. They're not that valuable. Also, there really isn't that much in that trading thing. I kind of thought there'd be more. Oh, I guess they're not bringing all of these. I would really like all of those to be taken as well. We can also sell them some wine and rum because we got plenty. Although we're gonna need to keep some more pots and barrels. Bow, apparently I have a dingo bone to shack. I'm missing a lot of crafts, supposedly. And I like trains, Sax. All right, let's bring all the extras over. Scallop sushi? I guess so, yeah. Damn, now I want sushi. It's your fault, chat. Making me spend all of my money on sushi. How can I ever buy records for streaming if I'm spending all my money on sushi? Look at all those crafts just getting transported up. Although selling those are going to probably help the frame rate a bit. Probably kind of a lot, actually. I'm just real happy that no dwarves are tantruming right now. Come on, guys. Get all that stuff moved. Are all ramps considered to be a 45-degree angle? I think so, yeah. Isn't that like the only way they'd work? Why are you scared? Are you concerned that your dwarves might slip and like hurt themselves? You know, this is really kind of making me crave seafood, I'm not gonna lie. Although I'll probably just have pesto pasta for dinner tonight. Problem is, I think we're also making, like, actively producing these right now. Although we seem to be kind of at the end. Trade. At least we've made some improvements here. I don't have much money worth of stuff, though. Because turns out these, none of this stuff is particularly valuable. Let's just buy the books. Codex, 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 copy. Okay, so they didn't actually bring that many books, but they brought some instrument bits. Is that all for the books? I can also buy parchment sheets. I don't know. I can make parchment sheets pretty easily if I want to. I don't really need anything made out of metal. Don't really need any clothing. Let's just buy a few bins of leather. Not silk, though, because that stuff's expensive. It's not huge value, but eh. I don't really see too much else getting delivered down there. But we have books now. Let's make 5 bookcases. And I want to say, right there, that's our incoming library. Our soon TM library. Steep-ass slides everywhere? I guess. Maybe dwarves just have really good quality hiking boots. I don't know. I might. Most of my fortress is already open to visitors. I don't know. Probably initially just citizens. We'll see. I kind of like having scholars and people visit, though. It's just kind of neat. Think about making that corner over there into, like, a window out into the cavern. Might do something like that. Like goats? Yeah, exactly. I could see that. See, here's the thing. I've never really had a problem with that, Bamboozler. I know that people say it's a problem, and I believe them, but it's never really happened to me. Hops, you're my mayor. You got elected mayor. I'm sorry. I mean, like, occasionally, like, a scholar or somebody will just wander off with a book, but it's never been, like, a big problem. Certainly never had a problem with them stealing all of my books. Yeah, they do also bring books. I'd assume that they leave them too. Like if they get punched, they can drop them. So I think it kind of works both ways, you know? So kind of out of those vinyls that we were talking about earlier, chat, which one would you like to hear on the or see on the stream the most? Just as a quick refresh for those of you who maybe missed it earlier, the ones we were kind of looking at were Endless Space, Endless Legends, and Fury. I've also been eyeing Monument Valley, but the problem that I have with Monument Valley is the company that has that one in stock. The only way that they will ship vinyl to you is expedited shipping, which is like $40, which is ridiculous. Like, I'm totally fine with waiting 2 weeks for something to show up. But if like all you'll do is expedited, it's a little annoying. All right, so I don't need all these dwarves not doing military stuff, so fucking hell. There's still just like the ghost of ID just like chilling around. What in the fuck? Whichever is the one that has the blue light triangle on it. Triangle art on it. Blue light triangle art. What? Yeah, they'll copy books. I've never successfully managed to do it. Books are like kind of an enigma to me in Dwarf Fortress. Books are kind of just an enigma to me. Just be like the brewer. You're a spear dwarf. Can I put you in my military? Well, you're already in my military. Can I put you in my military? You're a weaver. You want to be extravagant. You want to think abstractly. And you want to practice a martial art. Well, you do want to practice martial arts, so we'll put you in the military. Horrified being haunted by the dead. Mm-hmm. Okay. All you remember was it was light blue. I think you're thinking about Endless Space. But that's not super helpful. How in the hell have you not been memorialized yet? My phone is going off. You're making shell crafts. All right. Where's that mayor? So I can toss a coin to my witcher. Slab engraved, but you're a ghost. Okay, how the fuck does that work? Why do you say soup when you show up in stream? I don't get the joke, Sour. But how's things, man? That one song was less rock-like to get on the radio. That's not what I'm talking about, Commander Hops. I'm talking about video game vinyls, not soundtracks. But that record that you're thinking of is Jimmy Eat World Survivors. Also, it wasn't blue. It was black. Not really, Hops, but you can post it if you want. In regards to root beer counts, generally that Discord room is supposed to be for alcoholic beverages. Like if you're posting non-alcoholic, eh. I really hope that those are the right ones and they get placed soon. More rumors from abroad, eh? Alright, so we're gonna need 4 beds. Let's also cut out all of these. Make a little bit more space in them so I can actually make them proper bedrooms. So these are going to be just open bedrooms for... What kind of rumors are those? I have no idea. Is there any way that you can tell? Like exactly what the rumors are? I know that the news and rumors... yeah, rumor from abroad. So I'd assume it's a rumor about the wars that are going on. Like that, for example. The rumor system is kind of a mystery to me. Oh shit, we've got ourselves a Fey Mood on a Woodcrafter. Where the hell are you? I see you. There you are. You were down in the temples. It's ridiculously close by, but on the other side of a mountain range, so they have no idea that I'm here. It's ridiculously close by, but they have no idea that where I am, so we're weirdly safe. Of course, you claim the craft workshop. And there's still a ghost in my tavern. Actually, this is just a theory. Where is it, if it exists? Okay. That's IDZ's memorial right there, getting constructed fucking finally. God bless. You mad dwarf. You've read that people can discover traps for invading army? Oh, really? I believe that. There you go. IDZ's finally been laid to rest. It only took like 11,000 years. It only took 11,000 years. You know, I've read a lot of things about what people visiting can do, and sometimes I wonder if I should choose to believe it. All right, so the merchants are leaving soon. But yeah, no, Dwarf Fortress is one of those weird games where there's a lot of hearsay. So it's hard to tell. Makes it more fun. Yeah, no, totally. Having hearsay about a game just means that there actually is a lot of depth to it. Although, you know. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not a weird, obscure mechanic if it's the first one that everybody brings up. Kev. Like, I don't really consider cats licking their paws to be a weird or obscure mechanic just because it's literally the first thing everybody references when they're like, Dwarf Fortress has a lot of weird things that just cuz. This is going to be storing for writing materials eventually. What, in the audio quality, Sergaz? I mean, I have a lot more audio flexibility. Like, I'll bet you this sounds different right there. If that doesn't sound different, then I don't know what does. Also, like, pushing the mute button on the effects is a little bit difficult. But it's fine. Equalizer is stuck on moving. Maybe you should have the equalizer stuck on stop instead of moving. It's a bad joke. Boom, boom, ba boom, ba boom. Boom, boom, ba boom, ba boom. All right, so I'm gonna be a little sneaky. This is gonna be the library, right? But this is also gonna be a library. The difference is this one's gonna allow visitors and this one is not. But I need a lot of books before we can do that, so future-proofing, you know what I'm saying? No, not temple. Library. The Homes of Rope. That's kinky. Locations. Let's change that name a little bit, because that's an awful name. Citizens and long-term visitors only. Excellent. Writing materials desired. Well, I mean, I don't actually have any right now. Name, location. The Torrid Bastion, Vault of Temples, Hollow Mansion, the Mischievous Vault. I like it. Mischievous Vault it is. So forts just collapse. I want that, but every single time I say that I want that, there's like a bunch of people in chat who are like, you don't want that. So I don't know. I personally think I want that. I think some people really don't want that. Things can cave in if you remove all their supports, but structural integrity isn't a thing. So like, an entire fortress can balance on a single tile of wall. Also, Aerith has become a mysterious construction. That took you a little bit. What did you grab? Logs, nice blocks, stray puppy bone, dog leather, pear cut shell opals, alpaca wool cloth, and dog leather and rough shell opals. All right, best of luck, Dwarf. I don't think it's gonna be interesting because it's a craft dwarf shop. And they didn't grab any particularly interesting materials. Can you make sand blocks? I don't think you can make sand blocks. But you could totally like hollow out a very large structure out of sand. That's totally something you could do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. That's what I wanted to do. Smooth. Boom, boom, boom. All right, something I need to do pretty quick. Let's get rid of these metalsmith's forges up here. Yeah, we can keep that. Don't need a glass furnace. Don't know why I made one. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. All of that stuff is going down into the magma forge. Or is it just PC death? I think it's just a shitty miner. Frame rate is fine. That or they're not mining. They might be smoothing. I think a lot of these dwarves are actually just smoothing. But yeah, no, my frame rate's like 30 right now. Frame rate's okay. For them to covet? Are you trying to torture them or rehabilitate them? That sounds like a real good way to not rehabilitate any of your dwarves ever. Yeah, generally I give each dwarf a separate container for alcohol in each prison cell. Keeps them pretty sane. Break glass in case of emergency. I should do that with like a bottle of fancy liquor. Just put it in a box that says break glass in case of emergency. Or just like get one of those fire extinguisher holders and just fill it up with alcohol. The hammerer reforges them? Reforges the glass? A migrant has arrived. I've been getting this recently. Like, I'm not getting migrants, I'm getting individual migrant. 82 years old. Born on the 24th of Malachite in the year 174. A blacksmith, dreams of raising a family, desires little for herself in the way of possessions, and she likes to present herself boldly. Well, welcome, Dwarf, I guess. Two deities, no known families. We worship the Umbriel Moth, the deity of the Hall of the Insight. Well, their gods are normal. Nothing super suspicious. Welcome to the Fortress, Dwarf. So none of the sound commands are working. For kind of no real explainable reason. Don Barron, I don't know. I have my suspicions, but like a lot of people are saying, oh, it's on a different like frequency that's not Windows desktop, but it's most certainly on Windows desktop, so I don't know. Because USB is just capturing all of my desktop audio, and it's desktop audio. So I don't know. Hopefully I can get it fixed by tomorrow, but... But, you know, on the bright side, I can, you know, echo. I mean, this is how my new toy is. Oh, no, this is the really bad one, right? I think this one? Is it that? No, not that one. That one? No. This one? Where's the... There's like a real... Found it. This, yeah, that's the... It's fine when I like turn it down a little bit, but when I turn it up all the way, I can like lean all the way back here. Like, holy shit. It's actually scary. Jesus Christ. It's like just intense. Like there should be a warning on that one. Like this is at 10% cave SMR. I mean, but what fucks with me is like I may or may not have been playing with that a lot off stream. It's like just way too entertaining. What do you mean you got none of that? You don't hear the effect, or... Anyway, now that I'm done getting distracted with audio effects. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's supposed to sound like, individual. Arath, the woodcrafter, has created a Mozzie Bacalist, a rambutan wood cap, and claims it as a family heirloom. Also, individual, good to see you. How you been? A wood cap, eh? 32,400 is the value. Wow, this is a long one. Buckle up, everybody. This is a rambutan wood cap. All craft worship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular, nice cabochons and encircled with bands of pear-cut shell opals. This object menaces with spikes of shell opal and alpaca wool. On the item is an image of Gnosis Strickenhatches, the Violet Cyclone, the Forgotten Beast, and Dwarves in rambutan wood. Gnoset Strickenhatches, the Violent Cyclone, is massacring the dwarves. The artwork relates to the rout of the confusing palisade of the Hall of Insight and the destruction of the Eastwood by the Forgotten Beast Gnoset Strickenholds, the Violent Cyclone, in mid-spring of 161. During the rampage of the Forgotten Beast, Strickenholds, the Violent Cyclone, in East raided. On the item is an image of onion plants in dogbone. On the item is an image of thin vessel in date palm wood. The wooden rack in dog leather. On the item is an image of single cut gems in dog leather. Remembered beast, you're not wrong. It's like, it's not exactly forgotten if it's written in history. Did I buy the mic as well? No, I stole it. Of course I bought it. My old mic isn't an XLR mic, so I couldn't use it with this in the first place. So I had to get a new mic. It's a cap. What, the words Forgotten Beast? I mean, they're forgotten in time. Sort of like the Lord of the Rings shit. I don't know, it kind of makes sense to me. What mic is it? It's a Rode Pod mic. It's basically just like a mini Rogue Procaster. That's all it is, yeah. It's just another way of saying Ancient Beast. Forgotten Ancient. I mean, if they're forgotten, it just means that the Dwarven schooling system needs some improving. It's cute. I like it, yeah. I mean, it's like not a huge mic. It's only about that big, but it sounds really nice. At least I like the way it sounds. And nobody's complained yet, so it must be okay. Jehozel says it sounds like I'm in his head, which freaks him out. Instead of sounding like I'm in front of him, talking at him. But, you know. Kind of comes with the territory. This mic is fucking heavy. I need to get a better mic stand for it because this mic stand can't actually hold it up. It's very slowly falling, even though I've tightened the screws a couple of times. It has a teeny bit of distortion. That's stuff I need to know about. Let me know if the distortion well, actually, just let me know if the distortion keeps up, right? I'm gonna tweak things. Tweak things. If I'm peeking it at all. You guys, it's up to you guys to tell me, because I won't hear it, most likely. Maybe it was just a mic quality upgrade, making your weird associate. Well, I mean, the microphones that they use for ASMR are a very specific type of microphone. Might just be from being too close. It's definitely possible. I mean, if it's peaking right now, that makes logical sense. But right now, it should be fine. Like if I'm literally deep throating the microphone, if it's not peaking, there's a problem. So, you know, I can also make my voice a lot more bassy too. Just crank that all the way up. But your TV tells you that there is no peaking. That's cool. So I have this like bad habit where I will just go and lurk in ASMR streams, but not like good ASMR streams that actually have a lot of viewers, but I'll find ASMR streams with like a viewer. So like people that have no idea what the fuck they're doing trying to do ASMR. It's the funniest shit. Also often you just find people straight up restreaming pornography, but like it's just the amount of like Schadenfreude I get out of some of those streams is just perfect. Like for example, there was this one time, there was this like Asian girl just trying to like do an ASMR stream. It was very obvious she had no fucking idea what she was doing. It was awful. It wasn't even like entertaining ASMR. It was like just bad. But there was this person in the chat that kept popping up. It was just like, hey, I can hear your neighbors. Like, fix your mic quality. What the fuck? Like, I'm trying to fall asleep here, and all I hear is tap, 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 tap if your neighbors walk around. In this person's defense, you could totally hear her neighbors. You could absolutely hear her neighbors. And she was just using a Blue Yeti, and she had it set up completely wrong, and I think she was using it backwards. And you could very much hear neighbors. It was way too entertaining. Oh, looks like we got some scrolls in the library. That's good. It was just too funny. I'm just sitting there giggling, and this person's like, I'm trying to fall asleep, but I can't because... Oh, there's plenty of different kinds of ASMR that are kind of gross to me, and some ASMR that's kind of neat. But like, man, it was just way too funny. That's like, I am upset by how entertained I am by this. It's like 2 mics or go home. Yeah. Well, you can't get good ASMR with 1 mic, but if you set up the Blue Yeti correctly, you can get ASMR out of it. It's just not good ASMR. But like a lot of ASMR, especially like whispering ASMR or anything that like involves involving touching ears, like if they have the, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a square microphone with like 2 ears on either side, and it's supposed to simulate a head. Anything to do with touching that just makes me want to get up and leave the room. Like I feel like I'm under assault. I associate it with activities that make me feel like I'm under attack. Anyway, hi, wait, what? How you doing? It's good to see you. The microphone sounds great. That's good to hear. When you perceive me behind you. Yeah. It's like, if I feel like there's somebody touching my ear, I need to leave the room. My broker's reading. Satisfied about learning the process of economic data collection. That... Huh. I have a book about economic data collection. Trade Uncovered is the name of the book. When you can sit again, fair enough. Hey, Nipple, how you doing? think that'll work for one. I think I can put a forge there. Nipple is a really good username. It's a really good username. So, are they constructing those? Okay, they are. This is going to take them 11 years. We're hauling iron tables from all the way the hell up here, all the way down to the underground area. For 16 years? Damn! That's a long time to have that. Putting golden floor hatches on top of these coffins, as I made a bunch of them. Kaliak's dead in there, and there's a cat in one of the other ones. Wait, what? Userune died? Hold on. Don't I have a Userune in this fort? No, okay, different Userune. That was Userune the first, this is Userune the second. None of my sound commands are working right now, Cyclone, and I need to figure out why. I didn't realize that they weren't working until I started Stream Up today. So we're working on that. Popping in to give Wiseau some chin rubs. I mean, he does like those chin rubs. But, yeah, no, I have no idea why my bot's not working. It absolutely should be. It's frustrating. Wait, what mixer are you fucking around with? Pocket mixer? What the hell is a pocket mixer? I guess is what I should be asking. It's gonna be gold pillars in my library. And a line of gold bars on the floor. So a T9 mobile keypad thought what your real name was. Oh, really? So you're wow. Huh. So your old keypad thought that your name was Nipple. I have 7 books. That's kind of pog. Or what it's used for? All right. I mean, that's how I feel about my mixer, I'll be honest with you. But I'll say this. Considering the options this mixer gives me, it's still $100 cheaper than... Well, it ended up being $100 cheaper than the Go XLR is. And I have 1,000,000,001 options with this thing. And way more inputs than I'll ever logically need. Okay, let's check in on the magma forges. Where's my magma forge? There you go. Aha! Success. This is going to be a storage room for bars and blocks. You hook it up to the phone and not a PC. You want to know what I can do with this thing, Don Barend? And this is just like a crazy feature, or pointless feature almost. I can sync it with my phone because it has Bluetooth functionality, and I could stream Spotify music from my phone through the mixer and out to you guys. Seems like a really useful feature if you're doing like a live radio broadcast or something, but in my case, I don't see it ever being helpful. Oh, I could actually just stream any audio off my phone. So if I have a video on my phone, I could stream the audio from the video on my phone and then hold up the camera and you guys could see the audio going through that into my computer out to you guys. If I see a meme on my phone, if it's an audio meme, I mean, I could also just use aux in. Actually, no, I can't, because my phone doesn't have an audio cable. It's one of those fancy new phones that doesn't have any kind of headphone jack. Web memes? Yeah, I was gonna say. It's a lot of tetrahedra right there. I need some more smelters. Literally just waiting on this miner. At least they can get down to the lower levels real fast. Oh, hello. The Forgotten Beast, Anub Azuvalazist, has come. A gigantic hairy Dimetrodon. It has a pair of spindly antennae and it undulates rhythmically. Its aqua hair is long and shaggy. Beware, it's you know what? We're just not gonna worry about that one, because that sounds horrifying. Like that is just horrifying. Who's ready for this cavern layer to burn? Beware its whatnot. Yeah, right. Beware its abilities and things. Oh no, there's a human in the cavern layer. Oh no. Shout out to the lady. She's royalty too. She's hungry. We'll see how intense this fire is. What about magma? Oh, this one isn't made of magma. Yeah, no, it's just a hairy Dimetrodon, which means it might catch itself on fire. Well, it hasn't yet. It's just sitting in its own fire. Wouldn't it be funny if it like burned itself to death? Oh, it popped out. I'm actually surprised on how decent the frame rate is. Okay, its head is running. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's covered in its own blood, and its head is melted. There's also like a body part on the ground. Okay. It's the poor human's body, or what's left of it. I don't know if frame rate will get that bad. Fire doesn't generally hurt my frame rate all that much unless I have closer to 200 dwarves. Unless it like blocks the way and something's trying to pass through the fire, then it's bad. It is fine, Cupo. What else would it be? I mean, I can probably fight this thing at close range. Probably. If I can catch it in a tunnel. Problem is like, if it gets through the tunnel, then we're all just dead. Like, that's beginning and short and long of it is we're all just dead. Let's check with the military. What have I got for military right now? Got all these guys, all these blokes over here. Do you like straight up just not have any weapons? Do I need to make you weapons? You've actually got a whip. Oh, that's interesting. Where the fuck did you get a whip from? You've got a battle axe. I don't recall buying any whips. No, it's just a Dimetrodon. Fire always just makes me really nervous, though. So yeah, it is just a normal animal. It's just hairy. It's not like it's made out of iron. Don't, I will not forget the pterodactyl, or petrodactyl, or whatever they're called, that I had, which was a land titan, which was made of iron. It just showed up and just murdered my entire fort just immediately. I was like, well, there goes that fort. So probably what we'll do is I will station my military right there and right there. We do all have shields. At least I hope they have shields. I made a bunch of shields. So in theory, they should have shields. Turtle formation? Pretty much, yeah. Hey, Anander, how you been? That's good to hear. I'm glad that you can watch streams again. All right, so we'll just sit right there. Turn on burrow 1 for all the normies. Run over here and pull that lever. Then when that opens, we'll move them up. Did my music just end? Methinks my music just ended. My music just ended. Let's move them up here. Move them up there. Right, the question is, how quickly is this thing going to show up? That's the question. I've never seen any sort of metal or like adamant creature. Although I'm adamant that that would be a terrifying thing indeed. All right, here it comes. Beho has been missing for a week. Jesus, I wonder why. Okay, it's almost there. Where the heck's it going? Okay, I thought it was coming for me, but it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay. At least there's nothing in this tunnel for it to burn. Here it goes. zoom in. Set the squads to kill the damn thing. And, let's go one turn at a time. Dwarves begin running for it. The 2 hammer dwarves in there are mercenaries. Uh-oh, off to a good start. Olin's immediately on fire. Terrified while in conflict. Great, we haven't even gotten hit off yet. Let's unpause for a second. I'm gonna pull that lever, by the way. Before I forget, this lever. Just gonna close that drawbridge behind them. Fire-breathing spiders, so like they'd set their own webs on fire? I had a fire-breathing tarantula once. I love it when they just can't see through the smoke, so they just sit there. I'm like, yep, this is fine. Let's tell them to station behind the thing. So hopefully they move forward. Oh, looks like we're actually getting some hits in. Maybe not. Yep. Yeah, that's going terrible. Let's just unpause and hope that that lever gets pulled. Oh, shit. Okay, door's shut. Wrestler's been found dead. There's just a lot of smoke. Swordmaster's found dead. Yeah, they all had shields. They all had iron shields. I made 41 iron shields. They all had shields. Yeah, there goes my military. Great. Did they even get a hit in? Nope. RIP from the looks of things. I think the fight's over. Stuff's gonna be smoldering for a bit. Yeah. Dead without a trace. Feels bad, man. Beer for our military? What military? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, apparently one of them is still alive. Who the fuck is still alive? Oh. Where's that monster? That... Oh. Well, you took a nap. So... The dwarf that was raised by elves took a nap. Traitor. Traitor. At least we have a militia captain still. Welp. Hopefully we don't get invaded, because that would suck. No vile forces of darkness, please. And all my gear's outside now, so... How much iron do I have? Might need to make more steel. A dog gave birth to a puppy. Yeah, no, that's totally something to celebrate, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple iron bars. Pig iron bar. Let's just make one. 50 pig iron. Collapse a floor onto him? I mean, maybe if I go from like up here, I could drop it down through all of those, but what if he moves? I'm just worried about like it jumping up and in. Its head's fat is gone. It's got a skinny head now. You have to pay for GeoGuessr? I thought that there was always like a paid version and a free version of GeoGuessr. Like I thought that that's always just been the case. I think I might have to burn it in the magma. I think you don't know what you're talking about. Trust me, this will work if it doesn't move. Wait, no, I shouldn't do that. That's fine, I can also build a wall. That'll help. You can only play one map every 24 hours? That's unfortunate. Granted, that's about how much GeoGuessr I play when I play GeoGuessr, so... I mean, it's a suggestion that would take me about 10 times the time, maybe more. Because I'd have to bring magma up. Granted, I'd only need to bring magma up about 10 layers, but I'd still have to make all of this stuff for all the pumps. I'd have to make all of the pumps and then bring the magma up, unless I'm literally getting magma in buckets. So, no. Like, you're like, hey, streamer, do thing that takes way longer and is way more arduous and complicated. Instead of just caving in a floor. But I appreciate the suggestion. I mean, technically, I'm just taking Cupo's suggestion, which hadn't actually occurred to me until Cupo mentioned it. But when Cupo mentioned it, I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's just cave a floor in. Fuck yeah. Yeah, and it moved, I think. Wait, did it? No, hold on. I'm actually digging this in the right spot. And before I'm not. No, we're good. Cool. So if it doesn't move, this should kill it. This should kill it. Assuming it doesn't move. My hammer dwarf has been missing for a week. Geesh, I wonder why. I wonder why my hammer dwarf has been missing for a week. Yeah, I know one more tile. I just didn't want it to cave in. I think that they're finished. I think I also need to mine out those upper ones. I think. This might do it. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. No, I do need to also do those upper ones. So it's more than one more. Because I just mined those out instead of doing that. Probably also going to drop a dwarf with this, but their sacrifice will be noble. Let's just do that one last. Dig around the edges of this. can always make it. Yeah, you can always get more dwarves. Actually, that's not totally true. I've lost dwarves and then stopped getting migrants before. They breed like bunnies, one could say. But if I can avoid killing a dwarf, I will do it. There you go. Just don't stand in the middle there, you silly. Okay, that's what I need to cut out. Now the whole thing will fall, ideally. Of course. I think the dwarf died. But Fatty's dead. Fire-breathing Dino is dead. Okay. There's a dwarf head right there. I'm actually no. It's been pancaked. Hobbs. It's not gone. It's just a pancake. Dino has achieved its final form and become Pillar. It was rapid evolution. Yeah, exactly. It rapidly evolved into a rock. And now we just need to wait for winter to finish arriving on the calendar. And then after that, we get to start making some memorials and rebuilding my military. So one thing that I think is kind of hilarious, one of the members of my military is a dwarf that is, by all accounts, an excellent military dwarf. But their whole description is strange because they were most certainly raised by elves. They have an elvish name. They came from an elvish faction, and a lot of other strange things. Yeah, we can't eat it because it's been pancaked. Unfortunately, dwarven pancakes don't make the best, lunches. All right. But here's the thing. Check this out. There's a splattering of blood right there. Open space, open space, open space. Okay, so I got some holes in the floors that need patching, but it's fine. Now we got a lot of memorials that need making. Let's just make slab 30. Let's make 30 more slabs. So I've already got a bunch queued up, but we're gonna need more. Excessively rapid evolution. Dwarven science. We can make any creature in the world become a rock, quickly and efficiently. He really did, yeah, because he had no military. And it's an effective method of murdering things if you have no military. Let's just make 20 iron shields. 20 iron helms. And 20 iron high boots. And 20 iron gauntlets. Not sure you've seen this fort. This fort's pretty new. Okay, so this fort is odd to me because we have a pretty, or at least I never settle in forts like this, because we can go pretty high up, 27 Z levels up, but the actual main layer is just kind of this ugly box that I built, where we have all of our animals, and we were forging stuff up on the surface because the mountain has like shallow metals, so there was just magnetite ore right there, so we just started smelting right away. So we were forging on the surface. Down here I've got this, like the beginnings of a drowning trap, which eventually will get done, but it's gonna take a while. Up here I mined out a bunch of stuff, and it's kind of become my trading layer. There's also a hospital on this layer. And then down here is where we're keeping all of our slabs, and down here are tombs for dwarves that matter. Then we have bedrooms, tavern and museum and more crafting, as well as spaces for guests to stay. Then our temples are down there in the caverns. But then this is where things get weird, because it's just immediately the next cavern layer, and then like not even a dozen layers down is magma sea. And then the magma sea goes down like another 30 layers. I don't think there's a third cavern layer. If there is, I haven't found it. So, yeah, it's a weirdly shallow map. It's like 60 layers in total underground. So, I don't know. It's strange to me. Oh yeah, and this is my library. My little library, which has like 8 books in it, give or take. Yeah, that's the fort currently. And there seems to just be metal everywhere. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen this much metal. He played Krug to a work colleague because he was saying how he hated every YouTuber's is. I was like, oh yeah, hello you bearded bastards. Yeah, well, I mean, Krug's focuses on an older audience than most YouTubers. So that would probably be why. I should also hollow this out because I want to make this little area, or this little spire here, into an entrance for this fort. That or this just is the third cavern layer. Because first cavern layer. I mean, maybe, actually. Hold on, what kind of trees are these? Fungi wood, goblin cap. There's cave crocodile running around over there. Can confirm am old. Well, I mean, like, if you're older than the age of 12, you're probably older than what most YouTubers' targeted audiences are. Which is why most YouTubers are screaming right now because YouTube's in quotes dead. I'm like, my YouTube videos still work, it's fine. But yeah, that's kind of all it really is. It's just Krug Smash focuses on an older audience. Something I really want Krugs to do, though, and I've told him this in my chat before, I want him to kickstart a picture book. Like, just do, like, I don't know, 100 print run of, like, just a hardcover picture book. I just want that in a physical form. Be a cool thing to have. Let's also get this area smoothed. So yeah, this whole map is just real small. Oh hey, they're stinking up down there. Oops. I mean, you could totally connect it. I mean, it doesn't need to be something that you do really long time runs of. Just a single print run would probably be enough. I'm not familiar, Nipple. Every picture has a story next to it. Yeah, that's probably what it would have to be. Or it would have to be like, you know, all like the prints from a certain series, for example. Like Honeystoker, you know, or Monster Killer, or I don't know. Any of them, doesn't matter. And then just every single picture would have like a paragraph next to it. I don't think it would be too hard to do. Regardless. I'd back that. I love that there's just a shit ton of fish and guppies in that water reservoir. Okay, so you're my weaponsmith, and you've got no job. Do still have 8 steel bars. Let's say. Just make 8 short swords. Get that started. Also, if I go right here, bars is what I want. I don't know how the music volume is on your guys' end, but it's a little bit loud on my end. It's a little quiet now. Yeah, endless space. It's the game that whenever I stream it, people just get mad that it's not Stellaris. It makes me sad. Oh, totally. It would absolutely take time, but that's the sort of thing that you could hire help for. Why is my phone going off? Nothing important. My phone bill's ready. Thanks, phone. Copper bars. Right, because I'm smelting tetrahedrite. What's broken? Trying to teach yourself English linguistics because you have a test in a couple days and you haven't studied at all. My opinion on English is a terrible language. So yes, I agree with Raji. English sucks. More sulfurite. Where am I striking sulfurite? Oh, I guess probably in that upper layer where we're digging out the... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I love it. I love that it's just a given that every language sucks. There's this guy on Twitter who did this really short series of like little videos about why Japanese sucks. And he's like, there's this one example of this one word where there's literally, it means 40 different things and sounds exactly the same in every context. It's just written differently. It's like, okay, so maybe like they've one-upped English there. I think I may have found something that's worse than English, but. Kind of wish I could place these. And then, once they're placed, dig out the hole for the magma, but it's fine as is. Think that there's magma below that? Yeah. Oh, nope, that's bad. Don't do that. That's gonna flood the wrong thing with magma. Think that'll work? What's your native language, Nipple, if you don't mind me asking? Worst part about languages is that nothing is ever defined enough. Ancient dialect? Or accent and dialect? Isn't like accent more slang? And dialect is more like an actual defined version of a language? I don't know, that's how I would think about it. It's like accent is you speak the same words, but it sounds different because of where you're from. And dialect is you're actually saying different words. It's like I'm speaking with like a Western North American accent, but somebody in Scotland is using almost a different dialect. Or somebody in Newfoundland is like half the words they will say aren't words that I will ever say because they're just words that don't exist in my version of English. Does that make sense? That's how I would describe that anyway. Because Newfies are practically speaking a different language. At least that's how I would think about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. It's like an accent is like describing a group of people's sound. So an accent is like the way a specific area or group of people sound when they speak. Like the way I talk sounds completely different than somebody from Texas. But we're still saying the same words. It's just the sound of our voices that are different because we're speaking with a different accent. Versus a dialect where we're actually saying different words. But you can have like, I can speak multiple dialects and still have the same accent. But I can't speak multiple accents in, I mean, I probably could, but I'd have to like change my voice to speak in multiple accents. Yeah, it's like the difference between a British accent and a Canadian accent. It's like someone from Britain would, yeah, it's like, does that make sense? It's like different layers, almost. What's the difference between a language and a dialect? How different is the language and dialect, right? That's like levels, right? All right, let's do this, okay? Think of it like a building, right? The foundation is the language. The floors are the dialects. The furniture inside are the accents. They're three different things, but you need all three things for the building. So the structure is the language. Dialects are the floors, the accents are the furniture. You can be on any floor and move the furniture with the different accents. It's a terrible analogy. I mean, do we want to talk about how many different dialects there are in China? Like, Anyway, you asked like for my definition of it. That's my definition of it. So, like, how would I describe the difference between those two things? I just did, to the best of my ability. So, I ain't no teacher though. I don't know shit about that sort of stuff. You're smelting tetrahedrite ore. Good to see that this dwarf is still up and running. You're dragging that all the way down. I mean, if that's the career choice that you've gone with, that's up to you. Nobody's making you teach that to people. 75 years old. In terms of mastering a skill, currently private. Little linguistically ability. It's good position of her sense of her own body. Looking for military recruits. And this is why I freely admit to knowing absolutely nothing about the English language. It's the language that I speak. I don't fucking know how it works. How can someone be so consumed by hate? How can someone be so consumed by hate, Dwarf? I'm doing fine. Doesn't feel anything. After watching a performance. I think that this dwarf is tired of watching performances. Or their bad performances. Meager memory, poor ability with social relationships, poor willpower, and a shortage of patience. Okay, you can also join the military. Doesn't feel anything. You're forging iron shields. Why are you coming all the way up here to forge iron shields? I guess because you're running all the way up here to grab those goddamn iron bars. Check out all those iron picks. I really need to make like a weapons stockpile. Let's chuck a weapons stockpile back here in this old mining vein. It's gonna take a while for them to get that done. Hopefully that'll help you in some way. Yeah, good luck. I got weapon racks? Huh. Made a bunch of iron weapon racks for some reason. Couldn't tell you why I did that, but apparently I did that. Feeling everything all at once? Yeah, that sounds like you'd go to prison. If you suddenly felt everything. I'm like weirdly weirded out, Anander, by how well that analogy worked. Weirdly weirded out. That's a sentence I just said. Considering I don't speak coherently 98% of the time, I personally don't think that... I love that there's always just like a child playing with that wooden puzzle box. That's great. The fact that I am incapable of speaking coherently a lot of the time, honestly, just don't take language advice from me. Alright, who's playing with that toy right now? I'm just curious about what kind of moods they're getting from it. You know, something dawned on me the other day. I'm so happy that dwarven children just wear... There you are. I'm so happy that dwarven children wear adult dwarf clothes. Like, could you imagine if dwarves had to wear their own clothing? I guess they'd all end up just getting hand-me-down clothing. But still. Like, that would just be an utter nightmare. Alright, I'm suddenly getting hungry. I'm gonna go grab me lunch. You guys can watch this gem cutter walk around. I'll be back. Thank you very much for keeping that sub alive for 20 months. Shadow Wraith. Welcome back, man. I think I unmuted myself. Anyway, welcome back, Shadow Wraith. For 20 months. Charum, can I get a round of beers in the channel? Some of you already did, but how you been, Shadow Wraith? I'm about to eat a sandwich, and hopefully it doesn't pick up all of my lip smacking. If it does, I will mute myself. Although I could do awful echoey lip smacking. But welcome back. I'm sorry, what? Why in the world are you eating yourself? Oh. That's just a really weird way to word that. So what are you eating, Shadow Wraith? I just have this ham, cheese, and avocado sandwich, which is pretty tasty. Oh shit! A blacksmith has been possessed. Please go make something cool, blacksmith. Cool. Claimed magma forge. I mean, technically, yes, I am eating myself. Is one of those sentences that is grammatically correct, but also, like, if someone just says, hi, I'm eating myself, that's concerning. But, like, if someone says, I'm eating it, it's like, I'm eating myself. That's a really weird sentence. I feel like I would word that I am also eating myself. Yeah, it's all about context. But see, in that sentence, saying myself would just make less sense. Why not just say, I am eating? And saying I myself is eating, you might as well also grab a monocle and a top hat. Be classy gentlemen. So you use shorter sentences? Sure. More context. I like it. Or even shorter. Anander. Also, to those of you just tuning in, if you have any feedback on audio sounds and quality, or if you notice any issues with the audio, please do let me know. Today is test run of my new audio equipment. Menom 2? Menom 2 sounds like something I would see in like RuneScape in 2007, like a player name. Or Club Penguin. I don't know, just think like kids naming a character in 2007. That's basically it. This dwarf is choosing all of the items that are as far away as humanly possible. It's ironic. I think a lot of people right now remember the 90s, or think they remember the 90s better than they remember the mid-2000s. I have a lot of really clear memories from 2007. It's a very memorable year for me. A lot of things happened. Trouble remembering last week. Specifics, yes, but for me it's pretty easy to like kind of guess. All right, so what did you end up grabbing? Steel bars, stray puppy bone, pigtail cloth, and pig leather. All right. That was the summer I went to the Jamboree in Scouts. So 2007 is very memorable for me. Might help if I hit the right workshop. As I make 2 more forges. Yeah, I was in senior year of Scouts, so I'm not sure how old I would have been. Not sure. I'd have to like look up how old you are in senior year of Scouts. I want to say 14. No, totally. I think out of all those games, the only one I was actually able to play at the time was Portal. I wasn't allowed to play those other games. Those other games were violent and evil. Especially Halo. Very much glorifying ultra-violence. Not that any of the moms in the church system that I was in at the time had seen Halo gameplay or anything. You know, not that was even remotely a concern. Why am I placing this? But obviously, it was the work of the devil. And was, I think, banned in my church, actually. You played all but The Witcher? Gotcha. I mean, Dwarf Fortress was something that took a really long time. Like, I think Dwarf Fortress didn't really start making waves, at least in the public sphere, for a couple of years. It was very much just like a quiet little project that nobody really knew about. I can't say that I really started hearing about Dwarf Fortress until like late 2008. When I was around 15, 16, 2009. So that was when I started downloading it, was 2009. Of course. I'm like, where are these? Oh, of course, they're in furnaces. They're. The devil is one of the best game devs around? I'm sorry, what, Adrian? Also, hi, Adrian. This was a possessed blacksmith, so they're getting no skill from this. Zhang, the blacksmith, has created Cord am Kekken. Anzish Lumash, a steel floodgate, and claims it as a family heirloom. It's worth 76,800. This is a steel floodgate. All craft dwarf ship is of the highest quality. This object is adorned with hanging rings of dog bone and menaces with spikes of pigtail. On the item is an image of a 5-pointed star in steel. On the item is an image of a ballista arrow in pig leather. Well, at least now we can make a flood-gated community. Well, shit. Oh well. Something. Can totally use it as for filling a well or something. I'm sure we can make the most of it. Also, news, chat, sometime in the next 6 weeks, hopefully, if things line up correctly, we have an opportunity to be put on front page while playing Dwarf Fortress. Which is going to be interesting. Also makes me wonder, how many times has Dwarf Fortress been on the front page of Twitch? Probably a couple times with Joel. Interrupted by IKEA. Oh no. In before oh, I'm seeing dead Kias already. I was gonna say, before the Kias just get murdered. Gwellum, hello. It was good seeing you in Sequisha's chat the other day. Why are you hauling it over there? You're supposed to eat it. Although Sequisha's chat is moving a little bit too fast these days. Like, when Sequisha has, like, I don't know, 1,800 people watching, it's possible to have, like, at least a hello, how are you level of conversation. But right now, not so much. You can just kind of emote back and forth and be like, nah! It's like waving at a friend frantically from across the street. Hey! How you doing? Okay, you're gone. Made things a bit busier. Yeah, no, I'm happy for them, you know? It gives those guys an opportunity to just print money for a week or so. Happened to the Warframe guys a couple times, and those Escape from Tarkov guys, granted, from what I can tell, the Escape from Tarkov guys do real well anyway, but it's good to see that game get kind of the spotlight that I honestly think it deserves. Like, especially when you look at like what's popular on Twitch, it's nice to see a game like EFT being the big game. Because that game is a really cool project. Granted, it's a very successful, really cool project, but there's totally a world where that game came out and failed horribly, so it's nice to see that game doing well. And that team doing well. It's good fun to watch. Yeah, that, and I actually like watching it. I own it. I've owned Escape from Tarkov for a little bit, but it's one of those games where I know that I would just be horrendously bad at it because of the way the game is made. So I tried to get into it off stream for a little bit. It just didn't work. It just did not work. As much as I tried. Just gonna cancel that until the Kias are all gone. There's a bunch of them, so it's gonna take a little bit. Not a whole lot of freeways and yourself. Also, and this kind of goes for me too. We're currently entering into what is popularly known amongst streamers as the dead zone, and YouTubers as well. This is the crappy season. January. Putting it bluntly, January sucks. For everybody. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. Also need to find me some dwarves to work in this library. Wait, what? Thank you very much for continuing that subscription. Cheers, dude. You have a date in 1 hour. Well, congrats. Best of luck on the date. I ate some dates the other day. They were tasty. For most streamers, every day is a dead zone. I don't know if that's necessarily fair to say. Sure, for a lot of people out there, there's a lot of dead zones. But I wouldn't say for most. Maybe, like, if you're just starting out or a hobbyist, maybe. But I'm more referring to people around my size of streamer. You know, people that have a healthy enough subscriber base to be able to do this full-time kind of deal. Which just means, you know, there's going to be less people around because it's that time of year. But trust me, when I first started off, I was very familiar with the dead zone. It was about 6 months of maybe one person showing up if I was lucky. So I'm extremely thankful to be in the position that I'm in now. It's taken a while, but we got here. This is what I was dreaming about in like 2011. How you doing today, King, by the way? Wonder, do I actually have sheet? Do I have sheet? It's a good question. That not many people think out loud. No, we donut. All right, well. I was thinking maybe I bought some. Apparently not. But here's the thing, right? Mamboozle, you were probably just making a comment, but generally I find, and this is just from my own personal experience, and I had this problem too, for a lot of people just starting out in this industry, their biggest competitor is themselves. You have to head out on Ander. We'll see you later, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you around again. And hopefully soon. But till next time, cheers. It's mostly muscle memory at this point. But play enough Dwarf Fortress and you'll be real familiar with it too. It's really not as bad as some people say it is. really not as bad as some people say it is. All right, so we're working on a lot of iron armor. We made 1 pig iron bar. Cool, my weaponsmith is getting to do the thing that I actually want my weaponsmith doing. Forging. Still harrowed by the nightmare that is her tragic life. But I hope that you at least like your job. I have no part in this. I will take revenge. Played it super safe and got bored. Let me ask a question then. Wait, what? Why do you watch the stream? You've only played the game once and got bored. Where's the interest in the stream for you? Because, like, I feel like, you know, a lot of people who watch streams of Dwarf Fortress would either be trying to get into the game or maybe already play the game, and it's like just kind of a nice little addition to the game for them, right? But if you only played once and got bored, where's the interest? I'm just curious. Let's get that area smoothed. Is watching and playing the game at the same time? Yep, that totally helps. Hey, Eldragon, what's up, dude? You like watching it? It's enjoyable and chill? Fair enough. That's something that I find really interesting, Eldragon, is knowing why people watch a particular stream. It's like, why do you watch my stream? Like, why is there 52 people watching this stream right now? What is it about this stream? Why this stream? Why me? Chill and story heavy? I mean, that's why I like them. Especially because there's going to be long portions of time where there's not a lot happening in these types of games. But when stuff does happen, it pops off a whole bunch. Dr. Beefcake's all the way down here. We need to start brewing alcohol again. I feel like I'm just gonna do this. Put some lunch tables back here. Just make that into a little food storage area. It's gonna be for every kind of food. We're gonna make this into a little dining area. Yeah, we can just leave it for everything except for seeds. If there's music that's being streamed that works for you, fair enough. Does the music that I stream work for you? I like to think I've got pretty good taste in music. Although if you just enjoy like chill orchestral music, we get a lot of that in here. Sometimes pretty chill electronic music. Speaking of chill music, I found a really good playlist the other day, which was like 300 tracks of nothing but like jazz drums. It's so goddamn good. Like, have you ever seen the movie Whiplash? It's like that kind of drumming. But there's just hundreds. I was just like, oh my god, there's so much here. I'd stream it, but it would mute the heck out of my whole playlist. Literally because I was looking for music similar to Ape Out, a little game that I like playing sometimes. My personality and commentary? My asinine dickishness? My abrupt rudeness is how I would, or how a lot of people describe my personality. I certainly have an edge. Hey, man, it's just an edge against the competition, if you know what I'm saying. I don't have a sense of humor. I just have a sense of schadenfreude. I like watching other people suffer. I'm trying to figure out where I can dig without taking 11 billion years. Could dig through this pretty easily. Fair enough. Hope those get constructed soonish. Spitalier has crafted a masterpiece slab, which turns out to be Spitalier's full-time job for the most part. Oopsies, my bad. Alright, let's see how many of these slabs I actually have made already. In a lot of cases, the slabs are engraved. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure most of these are done. Get instant front page? Wait. What part of my fort looks like an upvote? There's a portion of my fort that looks like an upvote? Because if there is, that's gone way over my head. I mean, if so, cool. And I'll totally take advantage of that. The lava looks like an upvote? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. Dude, Russ was playing Open TTD the other day. That was a chill stream to lurk to. I didn't know you were a Russ sub, Freeways. I actually met Russ Money at TwitchCon briefly. It was very brief. Yeah, I don't know how much of an upvote that is. Ah, gotcha. You know, he's a great streamer. Just wish he would stream more. He's another one of those people that plays a lot of really good games that not a lot of people play. I think that's why the majority of the people who watch him Freeways. So I've been on Reddit front page a couple of times, Bamboozler, for various things and a couple of memes. I don't like being on Reddit front page. It's like 6 weeks of not really being able to use your Reddit account. How many books do I have in my library now? We have 8. Where did the 8th come from? I mean, I didn't buy one. Huh. All right. I can't let you do sound effects right now, Animal, because They're just not working for some unexplainable reason. Actually, hold on a second. Let me try something. No. I mean, Beeleg was asking me to do live enactments of the sound commands, but like, then I'd have to do hobos. You know? But I can say hello to you, because yours is literally just hello. So hello, animal. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, my mixer doesn't comprehend the sound commands, which is unfortunate. Or maybe fortunate, depending on whether or not you like the sound commands. So this dwarf seems to be very satisfied upon learning things. So, you know, you can have a new occupation. You can be our scholar. So you can just go ponder things. We're going to assign this bed to my scholar. If I actually find you at some point. Also, audio, check this out. Or not audio, animal, check this out. I can echo. It's actually kind of spooky on some of them. Specifically that one. That's the impressive one. That's it. Anyway. Yeah, enough of that shit. It's always very entertaining for like 10 seconds, but... Also, this dwarf is apparently a geographer? What skills do you have that gives you geography? You've got dabbling discipline. All right, you're currently reading a siltstone-bounded codex entitled "The Possibilities of the Water," of the water cycle, authored by Lapama, authored by Lapama Glittered Kings. It concerns a worldwide cycle involving precipitation, oceans, rivers, and other forms of water. Overall, it's not awful, but not very good either. Why would I say that, animal? Give me a valid reason to. This dwarf is an adequate liar, a talented potter. Then how did you come up with it? Dabbling reader? Competent speaker? All right, well, you can go scholar. Geography. With your brain. Fair enough. Actually, don't know why I made that room there. You know what? Let's open up the library. Or actually, rather, let's make the second library. Because the second library is going to be open to the public. Regardless, how you doing today, Animal? And what do you think of the new microphone? All right, so new library is going to be the Sanctuary of Wires. Alt C. This is going to be the library for guests. It's like I can tell you right now, I'm probably not the king of wonky. Also, am I insane? Or investments have never been done today, Chad. Peter was here earlier, so I just kind of figured those had gone through, but I guess not. Then it just faded away. No issues the rest of the day. I guess hunger stuff. I mean, I felt nauseous yesterday, which is why I ended stream early. But it passed rather quickly after I finished streaming. But then I was informed that all my new audio toys had shown up, so I had to go pick up my new mixer, which is this flashy thing. So I had to go get that. There's a hole in the void. We've now avoided that problem. You know, it's funny. One of my favorite streamers on the site, his name is Tom, Unsanity Live. He's almost incapable of like not screaming when he's on stream. Like he just shouts a lot. He's just a very loud person, right? And I'm a pretty quiet person, especially when I'm streaming. And it's very funny to me. Oh wow, the big almost all in. Because his microphone was like sort of not working. So he had to like intentionally talk quietly. And he was just like trying so hard to not shout. And I'm just sitting here going like, man, it's so easy. Just talk. Just be relaxed. Just be relaxed. I like to think that this microphone actually sounds better at lower speech volume. Like something that really annoyed me about my old microphone is I kind of felt like I had to talk a little bit louder for it to sound good. But in initial testing at the very least, this microphone sounds a lot better at lower volumes. We are forging a lot in the magma forges. Have those stupid Kias left? Yay, the Kias have left. Excellent. Yeah, excellent. We're gonna allow visitors in the tavern again. Making pig iron bars, are we? How many pig iron bars have I made? Actually, let's just check stocks. What are we currently sitting on? 7. Not very many. Blind IRL and wait, what? Congratulations on the winners. Wait, that's me, Pog. It me won. He shoots Bob. Bob tries to dodge. I feel like that would almost work better in like not a shoutcasty like esportsy type thing, but more in the like well edited way. Dude, I would totally watch RimWorld Wrestling League. Just, I need to throw that out there. I would totally watch that. Yeah, Golfcaster RimWorld. I mean, I'm pretty close to a Golfcaster some days on Dwarf. Sure, it would work with Rim too. And then he hits Tommy in the face with a blunt weapon. And Tommy retaliates by biting his finger. And then shortly hereafter, Mike pulls out his shotgun and blasts Tommy's head off. And a round of applause. And we go with the par. That's like my best Golfcaster voice. I don't know how. I think it might just turn more into ASMR. I don't know, Golfcasters just always sound super calm and relaxed. Just gonna knock down all those walls in the middle there, so that we can easily haul all this stuff up. Hopefully. Big Dwarf ASMR documentary. I mean, I was trying to do RimWorld, but I guess I kind of fucked it, didn't I? I feel like voicing a documentary would be fun. I feel like that would be a fun gig, depending on the topic. Oh, you came in at just the end of it? Yeah. No, Animal was talking about shoutcasting RimWorld in like a WWE announcer voice. And then Eldragon just said Golfcaster RimWorld. Just like the complete opposite of that. So instead of like being super overly excited, just being like super under excited. Yeah, totally. Wait, what? Well, if it's a good documentary, you'd learn a lot. If it was a bad documentary, you'd learn nothing, right? Manager cancels dump item, too depressed. So it's like most of the people I worked with then. Cancels doing job, too depressed. Also, stray dog has been found dead. That's unfortunate. And the game is saving. Could imagine reading a DF combat logs in a cattle auctioneer's voice. Yeah, I can't really do an auctioneer's voice. I can never, chat, maybe you can enlighten me on something. Are auctioneers just supposed to sound fucking confusing? Because, like, they just read it and speak extremely fast. To a point where I just don't understand shit they're saying ever. Like, are they supposed to be intentionally confusing so that you buy things or agree to buy things that you can't afford? It's like the difference between auctioneers and rappers is like nil. I guess we've all seen the auctioneers plus rappers. I absolutely have not. Trying to get people to make quick decisions? Yeah, I guess so. So I guess here's my conclusion. Auctioneers are con artists. Okay, why is there a mangled dog corpse down here? That's a little concerning. Do all of these guys have cowboy hats on? Also, apparently all auctions take place in Texas. Look, I'm pretty sure they're all the same person. But like, before and after long periods of dieting or not. All right, anyway, I've seen enough of that. Yeah, they talk to hypnotize the bidders, and the auctioneers don't talk fast. They chant in a rhythmic monotone, so to lull onlookers into a conditioned pattern of call and response, as if they were playing a game of Simon Says. The speed is also intended to give the buyers a sense of urgency, bid now or lose out. So they're like horrible people is what you're saying. Huh. Alright. Oh, that's alright. Freeways. We'll see it when we see it. But it's official, chat. We're into Dead Zone season. Streams are gonna be dead next month. Aren't we all horrible people? I mean, I'm just trying to lull you into a false sense of security so that you open up your wallet and pump your credit card into Amazon and then subscribe to twitch.tv/BLINDIRL. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to lull you into a false sense of chill and, I don't know, comfort. It kind of is, Eldragon, isn't it? I've never been to an auction, so. All right. Here's an important question. How the fuck did Drothlas get into my fort? Oh, I figured out how they got in. I screwed up. Question is, are there any dwarves out here? There's like a tiny little one spot right here where they could get in. Let's just close that up. I kind of really want to try just draining water onto the magma sea and then like solidifying a bunch of it. Kinda. A bard is visiting. Oh my god. So I allowed guests again. We have a couple of guests now. But yeah, no, I kind of really agree on that. It's a kind of clever in a kind of horrible way. So we have 1 book in the All Visitors Welcome library and 8 in my only library. I'm so popular? What do you mean? I'm so popular. Oh, you mean the fortress is popular? I mean, I'll bet you that those goblins have lovely singing voices. I mean, I kind of like them because they give me rumors and then I get to see what's going on in the world. So I get to see this stuff happening.
Crypt Krampus, I have been lulled into a false sense of chill and have dumped my wallet into Amazon so I can continue subbing to /BLINDIRL for his stupid skulls.
Thank you.
Krampus.
Thank you for subscribing to twitch.tv/BLINDIRL for his stupid skulls. Man, I wonder who that is. What came over me there? Weird. But seriously, thanks for the 31 months of support, King. Seriously. Thanks for being weird. I appreciate it. I've got a lot of shell opals. Needs 1 what? Oh, needs 1 steel bars. I'm out of steel bars. That's upsetting. Why am I dumping pig iron bars? Hold up. That's not a thing that should be happening. Also, did I not put up a smelt tetrahedrite order? Oh, I guess I did. We have 12 silver bars, so let's make some silver warhammers. If they're not naked and vomiting, it's not interesting. Well, what is this goblin bard wearing? I'm currently telling a story. I wish I could tell you what story. He's holding a scroll called Unphrased Questioned. This is a giant grackle parchment scroll. The rollers are made from smoky quartz. On the item is a guide entitled Unphrased Questioned, authored by Dassen Gossip, Lakes Profane. It concerns the fortress Unphrase, and the writing occasionally changes topic abruptly, and it has a hint of viciousness. It's not awful, but not very good either. That sounds like a Caves of Cud book. Changes topic abruptly. It's like every sentence is just something different. You never know what you're gonna get. But, yeah, it doesn't seem to have anything in his inventory. So this goblin is naked and holding a scroll. I doubt that goblin is wielding or, you know, covering anything with that scroll. Should put that floodgate down here. But I haven't seen any vomit on the floor, so I don't think that goblin is currently vomiting. But the goblin is currently naked, so we're halfway to that goblin being interesting. I'm just really hoping that we get some form of migrant wave instead of just individual migrants. Sax is kind of a weirdly sad farmer. Not good, but not bad, but not very good either. Kind of the standard for all dwarven writing, it seems. Not sure why they're not using those little entryways that I dug up for them. It's kind of odd. Still don't have a way of draining this whole thing. Yeah, you can drain off the map, which is probably what I'm going to do, but I kind of would prefer to drain stuff down into the caverns just because it's more fun. And also the caverns aren't that deep. So like I could relatively easily, you know, drain like up here. Kind of deal. Like I could pretty easily set something like this up. Use this as a drain, but that would still take forever to drain, which is the real concern. So I don't know. I could also atom smash the water, but we're also like not at war with anything, so it's not a huge concern. It's just one of those I kind of want to get the rest of it cleared out, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna drain it. Excuse me, sir? Bard, are you okay? How much water is there? 6 of 7. Chat room. There is a bard in this pond. You can't get out of it from the looks of things. I think he's stuck. Yeah, it works. You can just like insta-gib water. Just like a weird sentence to say out loud, but like you can just crush water out of existence using bridges. Bard Pond is art. I think Bard Pond is stuck actually. But if I dig out a little bit more space, he can crawl out probably. Do you think he's just like down there singing? Like, what is this? It's just got no activity. Why is there a bard in that pond? I mean, totally it's a water feature. Water featuring bard. Need to cancel all of this so that I can get Bard dug out. There you go. Interrupted by a goblin dancer. Hold on. Is the goblin dancer attacking? Okay, no. My weaponsmith is attacking the goblin dancer. This makes sense. But is it really like a fault of anybody if the goblin dancer dies? I mean, this is a goblin dancer we're talking about. Race war bar. Don't think too much into it. I do, however, really want to see that Bard get out of there. These are probably my miners. Here you come. Let's watch this this Bard get to freedom. Nope. Okay, he's moving. There he goes. You trying to climb out? Or no? Okay, my dwarf climbed out. Here goes a little more space. There you go. Also, this piece of music sounds like something from Nier Automata. It's good. I like it. Alrighty, Barty. Best of luck in your future in barding. To name a song Freebird. I hope not. No one should ever be inspired to name a song Freebird. Maybe he was meditating in the pond. Like, who knows? I know none of us ever will. Because clearly we don't have a high enough IQ to understand why that bard was, you know, in the pond. A poet Tubal. Oh hey, the poet that we just freed from the pond has shared many tales from beyond. So I was in this puddle, guys, and it was like wet. Yeah, isn't that crazy? The main piece of his performance, and he's gonna go dig himself another pond. The eternally drowning dwarf. Man. Now he's pissed at me. I mean, I'm not certain how we stepped on his toes, making him scream in pain. But okay. You know, I'm half tempted to be like, wait, dwarves have toes? But I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they're tracked and accounted for. Here come all the dwarves to smooth this stuff. Sweet. Sima has created a masterpiece silver warhammer. At least tree toes, you mean? I feel bad making that joke. Even though you technically made it, I still feel bad making that joke. They have toes in their beards, but that still means they have toes. Like, just because your beard is long enough to cover up your feet doesn't mean you don't have toes. Someone just retweeted somebody. Okay, hold on. Is this a thing that exists? Chat room, please take a look at that. And like, is that actually a thing that exists? For reference, this person's posting like a job thing that you can apply for. And then at the bottom of the job application it says, note, this is a reversed financed internship. You will pay $15 an hour to work here. That's a thing? What? I'm sorry, excuse me? Yeah, you have to pay us to work here. What? Unfortunately, Kibs, currently sound effects aren't working for some unexplained reason. I need to figure it out. I didn't realize they weren't working until after I started the stream today. It's something to do with the new audio equipment. I'll figure it out. It's probably like my bot's not agreeing with a driver or something. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. But let's see what I can do here. Oh, it's you. Let's try this again. Oh, it's you. There you go. It's my best rendition. Entitled Millennial Manager, right? Wait, is the entitled millennial the person complaining that they have to pay to work somewhere? Or is that the person coming up with the fact that... Awkward. I'm just trying to figure out who's the entitled millennial in this equation. This poor dwarf. You're not even happy at work. It's like all of this. You're just not. You're not even happy with your job. Okay, so that's limestone up there, which I need in order to make pig iron. So I'm gonna fly all the way down here and make pig iron go faster. I think that'll probably do it. I think it's B. Nope. We'll just throw that in. That'll probably do it. So anyway, how's your day going, Kibs? How's things, man? It's been pretty chill stream today. Bard to 10 has shared many tales from beyond Whisker Bolts. There's a cat outside of my apartment. Hello, kitty. It kind of looked at me and walked away. Chill stream is good? Chill stream can be good. Chill stream can be bad. It depends on the type of chill. There's not a lot of people on Twitch today, I think. Today's been a fun day, though. We got to... Wow, that's bleeding everywhere. We got to fight with a forgotten beast that killed literally everybody in my entire military, which was fun. And then I dropped a boulder on its head. That's basically been today. Aside from that, we've just been slowly moving stuff down in the basement. The only thing you can really see about the post is it could be to make sure they got someone to read everything and ask questions about it. I mean, maybe, but you never know. Maybe they want to make sure that you're paying attention to what you're reading. Maybe there's a great horned owl interrupting people. That's unfortunate. Great horned owls are huge. Wonder how big a great horned owl is in Dwarf Fortress versus a dwarf. Yeah, of course. And we dropped a boulder on its head. Through several floors. That's where all the viewers are. That too. No, it's just January. I actually thought about taking this week off, but then I realized it would be way too short notice. I don't think that many people who watch my stream anymore watch GDQ. A couple of years ago, that was sure the case, but... I don't know. Chat room, have you been watching GDQ? I've watched a little bit. Just a little bit. It's open in the background. Gotcha. All right, maybe not. Maybe people still do watch GDQ. I don't know. I kind of felt like for a while there it was something that not a lot of people really cared for. Oh, this poor dwarf. This dwarf is incapable of walking. I want to say badgers in like 2 hours. What is GDQ? Good question. GDQ is a fundraising event that happens on Twitch every year. No, it's on Twitch. Oh, never mind. I misread that column. Yeah, fair. That's GDQ. Game's done quick. It's a giant fundraising event where they raise money for cancer research, and by doing that, and the way they do that is by playing games quickly. Yay, Ghostly Lady Consort's been put to rest. But it's basically like a convention now. It's a huge event. Oh hey, Lyric gifted 100 subs in the GDQ chat. I really found it super entertaining. Fair enough. I enjoy parts of it. There are certain runs I like watching. Were you by chance the miner? No, the miner who did that stood on the boulder as they knocked it down and died in the process. I'm sure that you helped cut the whole thing out, Jehozel, but no, you died in the process. Or the miner died in the process. So no, it wasn't you. There's nothing interesting me for a few hours. Wait, what do you mean? There's nothing that is my stream not interesting you? Or are you saying nothing interests you after a few hours? Although, regardless. Chat, we've been streaming for almost 5 hours worth of Dwarf Fortress. Well, actually, no. It's almost 4 hours, actually. Because the first hour I was basically just talking and fiddling with knobs. But I think we're going to call it for today on Dwarf Fort and jump over to some Risk of Rain. Because I want to play some Risk of Rain, and I need to get some editing done tonight. Otherwise, I'm not going to get a Today in Dwarf Fortress up for a 3rd week in a row, which is bad. So I think we're just going to jump games if you guys don't mind. Because we're pretty chill anyway. Might as well go into more chill mode. And I'll be honest, I don't really know what to do with this fortress right now. I really need a project, so I'll think about it overnight. I had a project, and then they all went and died. Which was, I was gonna get a whole bunch of dwarves together and then just go and attack things. But then my whole military died, so... So I hope everybody's okay with some Risk of Rain for the remainder of the stream. If there's any complaints, please say so now or forever hold your silence. Or, simply